Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on the map to life. How are you guys doing today? I'm fired up. This is their 7th video of our series on the chakras. And today I'm going to talk about how you can experience freedom, like ultimate, like true freedom. And we do that by letting go of attachment. So if you feel attached to something, people, places, what other people think of you, looks, material possessions, and you want freedom, you want peace, you want love, you want joy, like true freedom, then this video is for you. Today we're talking about the crown chakra. And I remember just not too long ago, I had my spiritual awakening where I finally became aware, I became conscious of this kind of stuff, of the reality around me, of my inner world, that I have control of my thoughts. I started to observe my thoughts I started meditating. I started a spiritual awakening is kind of what we're talking about in today's video. Chakra 7 is our crown chakra. It's our consciousness. It's our awareness. It's our realization. And I would relate it and compare it to a spiritual awakening or an awakening of some kind that, I don't know where you at. Let me know in the comments below if you've had a spiritual awakening. It's kind of just waking up and you're able to really see things from a higher perspective. You realize, like my spiritual awakening, I realized I am love. I am whole and complete. I am worthy. I am enough. And I was able to let go, like we're talking about, let it go of attachment to a lot of things. And that's the demon, or that's what blocks our crown chakra, is attachment. So we have attachment to outcomes. We have attachment to people. We have attachment to results. And when we have an attachment to something, we create resistance. When we're like, I really, really, really want this job, I really want to be in this relationship, we're putting out that energy. And people can feel our energy, and it creates resistance, and we push it away. But when we can let go, that's when we're free, and we can actually get better results. Better things can come to us because we're not attached to one particular outcome. So when we can let go of the results, we can let go of our attachment to a certain outcome, then we can experience peace. I can be at peace regardless of my circumstances, and so can you. If you want to be at peace regardless of what's happening around you, this is how we do it. It's by letting go of our attachment, letting go of the stories we tell ourselves. Our reality is just our perception. Our external reality is just a reflection of what's going on inside of us. So that's why this is so important as we begin to awaken. That's why all these chakras are in order. So if you haven't watched the other videos, make sure you watch them because they're all in order and they're all connected. Everything is connected, and especially these chakras, they all go together. And the goal, that's why we started at the bottom, the root chakra, because as we remove the block from each chakra, the energy is released and it's flowing through us, and we can experience freedom, like ultimate freedom, by letting go of attachment. And we can experience manifestation. We can attract what we want to us. So instead of just like setting the manifestation of I want this house, I want this car, I want this job, the deepest level of manifestation is the transformation. It's who we become along the way. And it's not just about trying to get more money. It's about the transformation along the way. And so that when we get there, we're not let down, because we're thinking, and then I get this car, this job, this money, then I'm going to be happy. Like we delay our happiness, and then it lets us down. I'm reminded of this quote. It said, "The loneliest moment a man will ever experience is when he has achieved that which he thought would deliver the ultimate, and in the end it lets him down." And I've heard that from so many successful people. NF, he's a rapper, and his album was number one album. All of his tour dates were sold out. He said he never felt lonelier. And that happens when we think, once I achieve this, then I'll be happy. I'm reminded of an author, Ted Decker. I've got his book here somewhere. You know, extremely successful author, sold millions and millions of copies of his books, but it's like, that we think that success and fame is what's going to fulfill us. But really, we already are whole and complete right now. You listening to this, you are whole and complete. You are worthy, you are enough. And nothing else external that you can get is going to fulfill you. And so we start from a place of being. We start from a place of realizing I am love. I am an eternal spiritual being. I am enough. I am worthy. We start from that place. A lot of people think once they get that, then they'll be worthy. We start from the place of worthiness, and then the doing flows naturally out of who we are. So there's nothing wrong with having those things, and because the doing is going to flow naturally. We don't have to try to love people. We don't have to try to forgive people. It's going to be natural because it's who we are. We're going to be embodying that vibration and frequency of love, joy, and peace and consciousness. Then why would we want to go back down to those low vibrations of fear, shame, guilt, anger, judgment? Once we experience something greater, we're going to have zero desire to go back to the old, right? That's why this is such a powerful concept, and the chakras are so important to know and to be aware of. It's because it's the mind-body connection. We've been lied to. We've been told things are separate. The greatest illusion in our society is the illusion of separation. Separation of our mind and our bodies, separation of us and other cultures, other people. We are all one. We're all connected. Yes, we are still our individual selves, right? Balance is found in the middle, but we are all one. We're not separate. What we do to someone else, we do to ourselves. As within, so without. And so I want to ask you a question. Let me know in the comments below. We can chat. What attaches you to this world? Is it a person? You know, for me, honestly, I'd have to say right now it's my wife. That's an attachment I feel, you know, and that's a hard one. It's like, yeah, and that's something even those close relationships, we have to let go of those attachments, because that's what creates suffering and resistance. When we really let go, then we can love, we can freely give our love, and it's not like forced, or it's not out of a duty or obligation. So like I said, what attaches you to this world? Is it people? I've got a list here. Let's see. People, places, possessions, material possessions, your home, money, looking good, being right. That was, for me, most of my life, my attachment was being right. I was raised in Christianity, and so it was my mindset, my perception was I'm right, everyone else is wrong. So my attachment was being right. And so I was afraid of being wrong. So that was one of the things that held me back from speaking up, because I was afraid of being wrong. And what other people thought of me was a huge attachment for me that I've had to let go of on a regular basis. And again, that's why I've been doing these videos. I've been doing videos for a long time, and I've been able to get over the fact of the fear of what people think of me, and even posting this kind of content. It took me a long time to get to the place where I was able to record videos about this kind of content, because a lot of people in my life, I know I'm going to get judged. If they watch this video, I know I would get judged for talking about chakras, because they think it's weird because they don't understand it. And I understand, because I used to have that same mindset. I used to think everything that I didn't understand was wrong. And then knowing the answers, that was a huge attachment for me. Suffering, freedom, success, children, the past, the future, those are huge. A lot of people are attached to their past. The good old days, or who they used to be. A lot of people are attached to the future, but the present moment is all that exists right now. So let me know in the comments below what you're attached to, and we can talk. And then you can head over to our Facebook group, The Map to Life, and that's our community where we can continue the conversation. And then this also, again, every chakra has an identity. This one is our universal identity. So kind of like I was talking about how everything is connected, right? Our universal identity is kind of like our self-knowledge. It allows us to surrender. Our universal identity allows us to surrender to something greater. than our own individual consciousness. So it's a universal identity. It's like the collective consciousness. And when we do that, when we can surrender to something larger, that's when we're able to let go of our attachments, when we surrender to something larger. And then we can, maybe you've heard the term let go and let God. That's a good way to put it. By letting go of our earthly attachments to outcomes and trusting. Letting go of control, that's huge, especially for me. That was a big one for me, letting go of control. I mean, we all want to control things, and we need to be good stewards like we've talked about in the other chakras. Everything is connected. But doing what we can, doing what we need to do, apply for the job, take the action, do what you need to do, but then let go of your attachment to the outcome and the results. We can't control the outcome. We can't control results. We can't control other people. The only person we can control is ourselves. And so, like I said, the demon is attachment. That's what we want to remove that blockage so that energy can flow, so that we can finally experience freedom. And attachment is what prevents the release of the blockages. So like I was saying, we need to let go of attachment and release the block so that we can experience the flow and the freedom. Releasing an attachment leaves us free to commit more fully, right? So if we're not going after an attachment, we can commit more fully to something. Because what happens when we don't get the result we're after? Then we get like disappointed, we're let down, I failed, and we quit. We're able to commit more fully when we let go of an attachment. Because the reason that's the case is because our commitment is based on an intention. A lot of people, their commitment is based on a result. Starting a YouTube channel, I want to get this many subscribers. But so we got to let go of that attachment. And then our commitment needs to be based on an intention. Like that's what I'm doing here with this channel. My intention is to help people heal, help people return to wholeness. If you're listening, that's my goal here, to create a community, to help people heal holistically, to take their power back and return to wholeness, to experience true and lasting peace, love, joy, and freedom. That's the map to life. That's my goal. And so the results is not my focus. My focus is and my intention is to do that. Let's see what else we got here. Talked about that. So something else, another question. What would be possible if you released your attachment to an outcome? What might be possible? So let me know like I said, I was listing off that list: money, power, being right, success, possessions, people, places. What might be possible for you if you were to release the attachment to those things? What would be possible? Let me know. Answer that question in the comments below and we'll talk, and then head over to the Facebook group. We'll continue the conversation there. But this is the end of the 7 chakra series. Make sure you go back and watch all the other videos so that you can be in alignment and let that energy flow through you. It's so powerful. This is a very, very powerful modality. So this is a series that you can come back to and watch and let me know what you think. And this is the last video. So this is the end. I'm wrapping up this series on the chakras. And then again, this is just one modality. Let me know if you want me to do more videos on the chakras. I'm super passionate about them. And because we could go a lot deeper. This is just short 15-minute videos. I could go a lot deeper into the chakras, but there's a lot of different modalities that I'm going to be teaching you guys and showing you how to heal. But that's it for this video. Again, let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. It's going to pop up right here on one of these corners, and then there's another video will pop up for you to watch. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm excited to connect, get to know you, and talk, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.